The Minnesota Vikings are interested in Michael Penix Jr., or are they? Welcome back to Vikes Vibes. This is DJ as always. Uh yeah. Like I said, Michael Penix Jr. I did a video about him a little while ago as well. But the Vikings obviously they're looking for a quarterback in the draft, and the reportedly the Vikings sent the entire coaching staff to Seattle for Michael Penix Jr.'s workout that they put him through. Now, that right there should tell you that they are very interested in him. But are they? I mean, it, like I saw on Minnesotasportsfan.com, they said it's officially smokescreen season. So that got me thinking, like, could the Vikings just be blowing smoke, making other teams think that they are interested in Michael Penix by sending the whole coaching staff to Seattle? Or are they just doing their homework on Penix? But in that thought, why didn't the Vikings send the entire coaching staff to workouts with other prospects like JJ McCarthy and Drake May? You didn't hear that the whole coaching staff went to their workouts. So why only Penix? So what do you guys think? I mean, to me it just kind of seems odd, and I'm not exactly sure what to think about it. So it would be interesting to see what other people think about that. That it, you know, it just doesn't jive with me. It doesn't make any sense that the Vikings would send the entire coaching staff to the workout for Michael Penix Jr. And I also heard that they put him through a pretty rigorous workout that was about 100 passes. And they also said that they they sat down with him and had conversations, I mean, about their system. But that I mean, they did that with every prospect. So um there's some things to worry about with Michael Penix, like his age. For example, he'll be 24 in May, and then he struggles with touch passes at times. And especially the biggest one for me, and probably a lot of people, is his injury history. He has two torn ACLs and injuries to his non-throwing shoulder. So on October 20th, 2018, he had an ACL tear versus Penn State. And then November 2nd, 2019, he had a clavicle fracture and missed the final 4 games. Then November 28th, 2020, another ACL tear versus Maryland. And then I don't really know how anyone can actually do this, but he came back September 4th, 2021, despite not getting medical clearance to come back. I mean, you'd think that the coach or someone would get in trouble for letting him go play without getting medical clearance, but I mean, whatever. Um, October 2021, AC joint separation, and he missed the rest of the 2021 season. And then, of course, in the national championship game against Michigan, he had a very painful rib injury that I think that I don't think that necessarily Washington would have won if Penix didn't get injured, but it did definitely take a toll on that outcome. So that's the biggest thing for me is the injury history with Penix, and I mean a little bit with the throwing, touch passes. We're used to um, Kirk Cousins, and being able to put the ball in very tight windows and stuff like that. I mean, Penix does have very good accuracy, but with those touch balls, I mean, that's something that kind of sticks in the back of my mind, and I it just makes me a little iffy. Um, and then with the Vikings and their quarterback search, um, they they definitely have been doing their due diligence in um meeting with basically all the quarterback prospects. There's Jaden Daniels, I heard that he didn't want to do a workout with the Vikings. I don't know any of the info on that and what's true and what's not. That's just what I heard. So um let's see here. In another article I read, Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated, and he said that he kind of laid out how Minnesota is doing things differently this offseason and why their new process is admirable and could, you know, be a new path for pre-draft quarterback evaluation in the NFL. Um, he said that the coach Kevin O'Connell and the GM Quasey were absent from the big quarterback pro days, which seemed to fly in the face of the aggressive approach they took to position themselves for a trade up after the move with the Houston Texans, which landed us another first round pick. Um, they're just doing it a different way. Breer said, rather than go to the pro days, uh, the cattle calls that pro days often come. Um, quarterbacks coaches Josh McCown and Grant Dinsky went to those and then rolled out a larger group for a 3-day whirlwind tour to work out quarterbacks privately, and that included Drake May, JJ McCarthy, and Michael Penix and Bo Nix. And in each case, the Minnesota Vikings had extensive meeting time with all those quarterbacks before taking them out on the field. And he said that the field work included the coaches and players applying what had been taught in the classroom, and then the ability to put what they could explain between the lines. In the end, you figure it gave the Vikings a really good picture of what each guy might look like in Minnesota's offense and the team's culture, the locker room, and stuff like that. And knowing that they still had ability to put what they could explain between the lines, like I said, in the end, um, oh, I already read that. I'm getting lost here. Hold on a second. Um, They still had the ability to bring the players to Minneapolis for 30 visits in their back pockets if they needed to know more. Those haven't been scheduled yet, but could be. I know that there was a defensive player that actually was just had a visit with the Vikings yesterday, which was Monday, the 9th of April. Latia Latua. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he met with the Vikings, I believe, on Monday. So they're doing their due diligence for not only the quarterbacks, but for other places that we need to. So um, this is just kind of interesting to me, and why the Vikings sent the whole coaching staff to Seattle for Michael Penix Jr.'s workout and not the other quarterbacks workouts. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think it's just a smoke screen and just trying to make other teams think different things and be a little uncomfortable, or do you think that we have that much interest in Michael Penix to possibly go trade or not trade? I mean, go draft him over uh deciding to trade up to go get a JJ McCarthy, a Drake May, uh quarterbacks like that. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Hit the subscribe button and the bell for new upcoming videos, and we're trying to get to 100 subscribers before the draft, and there might be a surprise for the draft. I mean, not much of a surprise. I'll let you know right now. Me and Jaren are we're planning on having a live show during the draft, so you can watch the draft with us live, and it'll be on YouTube, of course, and our Facebook page. But yeah, that'll be fun. And yeah, let me know in the comments. Subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.